recorded, so enjoy your beautiful voices quietly, please. All right, this thing right here, I call this the map. I could sing a song from Dora the Explorer if you want.
Please don't.
No, I won't. It would be recorded, and I'm terrible at singing. But we've heard of the map. The map. Oh, okay. So look, I need you to really focus on this. It will help you, I promise. Now, really smart kids that just get stuff, they don't need this map. And that's fine. I didn't make it for them. I made it for people like me that needed step-by-step stuff so they didn't screw up. Who needs step-by-step stuff so they don't screw up? Raise your hands. Okay, I made this for you. Everybody else? Whatever, relax. Here we go. The first thing I need you to do on this map is put a line down the very center of it. All right. Does everyone have their lines straight down it? All right. Now look and listen. Back corner, you with me? Twins? Okay. Thanks for never waving back to me in driver's ed, by the way. No, you don't. Oh, well, you're slow wavers then. All right. My fault. I apologize. Here we go. That line, look at the screen. That line is there for a reason. Whenever we do these problems, you always have to cross the line. You are never done if you haven't crossed the line. One more time. You are not done doing this unless you have crossed the line. All right. Now, that is because if you look here, you don't have to write what I'm going to write, but I'm going to give you a number, and I'm going to ask you for a different number. In order to do that, what do you have to cross?
The line.
The line. You have to go from the given to the unknown, and the only way to do that is, one more time, cross the line. Trust me. So like once in a while, I might give you grams and ask for moles, and you'll think, all right, I got grams, I'm going to moles, I'm done. But you're not done because you haven't crossed the line. So you would actually go that way, one more, and then you are at moles, and you cross the line, so you would be done. Now, please add two words for me. It's the same word. Add it twice. Write the word liter right here. Quiet, please. Are you ever going to get better, by the way? Hopefully soon, that's right. All right. Now, I worry, Dylan, that you're not paying enough attention. Cole, don't even look over there. Okay? Just because your girlfriend's gone doesn't mean you got to look other places.
That has nothing to do with it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Just try this stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? What this is, it's a map to tell you where you are, where you're going, and how to get there. So, I will always give you a number and a unit. That unit will tell you what box you're going to start in. So today's quiz, I gave you every single one of them. What did I give you? What unit? I gave you moles, and every one of them I asked you for something. And what did I ask for? Moles. So, in order to go from moles over to other moles, you take one step and you do the ratio of coefficients. I want you to make sure that you get this part right here. Anytime I move across an arrow, that represents the number of vertical lines in my picket fence. So to go from moles to moles, I only needed one vertical line in my fence. Sort of with me? If I was asking you to go from these grams to those moles, how many arrows would you go? 2. So your picket fence would have 2 vertical lines. And these would be how you would fill them. You would use the gram formula mass and the ratio of coefficients. Stick with me. If I ask you to go from these grams to those grams, how many lines are you going? 3. So your picket fence will look like this. And then your equal sign. Not in this class, but in AP, when you decide to take that next year, you will.
Why would you?
Because he has no social life, probably, right? Physics instead. That's like swearing at me. I hate the Regent scholarship. All it does is it takes kids and forces them to take a class they don't want to take. But wait a minute, most of you are in here because it forced you to take a class you don't want to take. Okay, I'm over it. Are we ready? Today, please look. Today, we are going to go from grams to moles. Remember yesterday I drew a staircase and I said today or yesterday we were going from there to there? How many steps was that? 1. Today we're going to go 1, 2. Or we're going to go grams to moles to moles. Now, you might think, why would I go from one mole to another? I'm going from the grams of my given to the moles of my given to the moles of my wanted or my unknown. So this might be weird, but the example we used yesterday was bicycles, and it seemed to make sense to most of you. So what the math we were doing yesterday was just like, hey, you have 2 wheels and a frame. If I have 10 wheels, you need 5 frames. Now it would be like saying you have 300 pounds of wheels. How many frames do you need? It's not that big a deal. As long as you know what the weight of a wheel is, it's very simple. Okay. Stick with me. I can see that you're bored and eyes are glossed over. But hopefully we can work through this together. So turn to your homework, or sorry, not your homework, your notes on page 10, I believe. It says grams to grams. Grams to grams. Sorry, not grams to grams. Grams to moles first. Sorry. I got ahead of myself. You can hit him. Yeah, okay. All right. Very rarely does anyone hear me sing. All right, try and balance that right there. Please. That's right there on page number 10.
Why am I on page 6?
That's a good question. You got it.
Yeah.
When you have it balanced, raise your hand for just a second, and I'll be able to tell how we're doing. Okay. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. I'm pretty sure I already know. All right, are we ready to go? Stick with me. All right. If you have a 2H and a 2Cl, you can fix that fairly easily in one fell swoop. 2, 1, 1, 1. Who had that balanced? Yes, there are some people raising their hands. I've been waiting for you. I'm so happy right now. If I had tears, they might be flowing. Are we ready now? Now we're going to put the math on. Okay, here we go. I'm going, in this problem, if you read, it says, if 1.8 moles of HCl are used, how many grams of H2 were produced? Please stick with me. It gives me what? Look at the screen right now. But what does it ask, or what does it give me? it gives me moles. So everyone now touch that piece of paper on your map. Touch the word moles with your own finger. Feel it. Touch that mole. I'm not funny, but I enjoy my life, so I can laugh all I want. All right. What is it asking me to solve for? How many grams? So look, put your finger on the grams. And you need to put it on the one on the other side of the arrow, right? Now, how many arrows are you moving over?
3.
2. All right, now look. Shh, too much mumbling. How many arrows? 2. So my picket fence will look something like this. And then an equal sign. All right? The arrows tell you the vertical lines. Now, I always start here with what? The number and unit of the given, which is 1.8 moles. I have no idea why it switched. Wow. Magic. 1.8 moles of HCl. Now, we love the picket fence because the top always tells me the bottom of the next thing. What is it? Moles HCl. Now, I'm going to use a trick that I use. Don't worry. It's not like use this in this case because it works, but not usually this time, but that time it will. It's not one of those. All right. I like to go to the end now. What does it want me to solve for? What H2S is? Grams of H2S. Now, this will tell me the top of this one. What is the top of this one? Grams H2S. Now I'm a little bit stuck. And we're not really that stuck, but just stick with me for a minute. Let's look at what our map told me to do right here. To go from moles to grams, I went that way. And it said ratio of coefficients. What is the ratio of coefficients from yesterday? Does anyone remember? I warned you. It's the big word. It sounds confusing, but it's just simply these numbers. All right. So look, what is in front of HCl? A 2. But here's my question. It's fine. I'm sorry. What goes here? In the ratio of coefficients? Moles of H2S. Who said that? Nice job. How did you know that?
Because you have to have the mole. I don't know, it just makes sense because that's what we did yesterday, and then you just changed moles to grams.
Well, there you go. Makes sense because it's what we did yesterday. Look, this is why it makes sense. This is what I'm given. What do I want to end in? H2S. So to get rid of what I have, I put it on the bottom. To get what I want, I put it on the top. What's in front of H2S?
1.
A 1. Now, if moles H2S is up here, that's nice. What does that mean is down here? Mole of H2S. Now, I really need you, it's not hard, but I need you to make sure you get this next thing. Grams of H2S. This is from last trimester. Don't panic. We're trying to find out how much H2S weighs. If you notice, there are 2 H's. And how many S's? 1 S. That's an ugly S. So I was trying to make sure it didn't look like a 5. But whatever. There we go. There's 1 S. Now, look at your periodic table. Find hydrogen's mass for me. It's 1, but there's 2 of them. Find the mass of sulfur. 32. What's 2 times 1 plus 32? It's not 24, I promise, Tom. It is 34 grams. And anytime we did that, it was per 1 mole, right? So coming back here, it's what grams per what mole? 34 grams for every 1 mole. Then we have to do some math. Multiply the top, multiply the bottom, and divide the 2 answers. Please type it in to see if you can get the right answer. Okay. How again do I get the 34? It's 2 H's and 1 S. Are you okay with that? So I look at my periodic table. H has a 1 and a 1. That means its mass is 1. But there's 2 of them. And then I'm going to add 1 S. If I look at the periodic table, S is 32. Is it on top or bottom? It doesn't matter. And 16. So I have 1 plus 1 plus 32 is 34 grams. I chop it up and add all the parts. What, Cronin? Okay. What's the answer, somebody? 30.6 sounds right. If you use your phones on this, you'll get it wrong a lot. Because you, like your phone calculators don't suck. You suck at order of operations. Okay, that's a true statement. If you have a nicer calculator that has parentheses, it's nice. Multiply the top and then put the bottom in parentheses, and you can do it in one thing. If you don't, multiply the top, write the number, multiply the bottom, write the number, and then divide those two by each other. All right, now, I think you're probably about 25% of the way with me right now, so we need to do another example, and we're going to do it on the bottom of that page. It's not in your homework, okay? It's just this example on this next slide. Oops, let me get rid of this one. Okay, so this, we'll just fill this in on the bottom of page number 10. And this one is a tiny bit different. This one asks for moles given grams. But please look, just before you have a heart attack, we want to solve for here, and we're given here. How many steps is it? It's 2 steps. They are just, I know, that was really dumb. Okay, that looks like my arm now. After I broke it, I have my 2 metal plates. There's 2 steps. All we do, it's the same process, just the steps are in a different order. Okay, give this a shot. Set it up. Balance it. Take a couple minutes. Okay, so please work through this with me. Look, I am fully aware that these are a little tricky. First off, to balance, this one's, it's not that bad, but it can confuse you if you think hydroxide stays together. It does not in this reaction. Yes, it's there, and it's there, but the oxygen is also right here, so you have to treat them separately. All right, now, I'm going to go from moles, from grams to moles. Do I just go right there and stop? No, because I haven't done what? I haven't crossed the line. So then I got to go there. So this means how many vertical lines? 2. Please stick with me. So what am I given? 16 grams of what?
NaOH.
All right, now, that's a good start. What goes on the bottom then? Grams of NaOH. And we're doing the gram formula mass per mole. So that means it's whatever grams this is per 1 mole of NaOH. And please look. This chemical formula and this chemical formula always match in that step. They always match. All right, now, NaOH added to 40. Is that my memory from last hour? Is that right? All right. 40 grams. That's 23 plus 16 plus 1. All right, now, if I have moles of NaOH on top, what do I have down here? And what do I have at the end? Because that's what I want in my answer, right? This is the ratio of coefficients. What's in front of Na2O? A 1. What's in front of NaOH? A 2. So now I multiply all across, so I get 16 on top. I multiply all the bottom, I get 80 on the bottom, and smart people can do that math in their head. That's 0.2. Who had that? Who had 0.2? Dang. Well, sweet. I was hoping only 3 of you would get it, because I like to make money, which means I got to work. Might as well work to get paid. Well, yeah, we better dang well do another one, right? So we might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone and do one from your homework. Turn to page 12. Is it 12? It's 14. I am not very good at math.
Yeah.
All right. It is number 40. See if you can balance it on your own real fast. Good. It is. Yeah. Okay, so try to balance. Good. Okay, now, if you're not very good at balancing, the answer is 2, 1, 2. Try to set your picket fence up. Try to use the map and follow the rules exactly. Okay, look, most of you that are going wrong, you're doing one of 2 things. You're not writing the full unit, and it is a pain in the butt to write the full unit. I am certainly aware of that. So, A, that's one mistake, or B, you're not following the map. So here we go. This is going to be a double liner. Because I give you grams, right? And I go to moles. So you guys didn't even have the math right. Sorry, Cole. That's why you did it backwards. I am?
Give us grams.
Sorry. Okay, I'll shut up. Okay. I'll do what I can. Sorry. If 35 grams, I even read that in circled moles, didn't I? All right, goes there and then there. Are you all right with that? Sorry. 2 arrows, 2 vertical lines. What's the given? All right. That must mean what's on the bottom of the next one. Okay. Lots of kids just barely ask me how I know the number for grams of magnesium. I look on my periodic table, and there's a 24 in the box for Mg, and it's the bigger of the 2 numbers, which means that's the mass. Now, every single time I write grams, it's always per 1 mole of the exact same chemical. Always. Always. Now, if mole Mg is on the top, what has to go down here? All right, mole Mg. Is this a 1? No, it might be eventually, but it is not. It depends on these numbers up here, right? Because right now we're on the ratio of coefficients, which is moles over moles. Oh, man. What am I asking for to solve? Mole of MgO, right? All right, so what goes on the top? Mole of MgO. So now I look up here. What's in front of Mg? A 2. What's in front of MgO? A 2. So now, mathematically, what happens to a 2 over a 2? It just disappears. So 35/24 equals roughly 1.5-ish.
Yeah.
Who had it right? Hey, that's way better than 3 people. That's still not quite 35.
Oh, I got it right too.
All right. The next one, the words are at the bottom of the page, but the thing's at the top of the page. Don't. I didn't love.
Find the other side.
Oh, well, that's your problem for not stapling. It says Li plus HOH. Is that this one?
Yeah.
Goes to LiOH plus H2. I'm just telling you that. Just do it. Now, coal, the hydroxide stays together. I know you hate me. I probably have like 30 seconds, so I'm just going to do this. 2, 2, 2, 1. I'm telling you right now, this is a double line picket fence. Start with your given. Now, I will tell you, by the way, the answer. The answer is 0.7 when you get done. So now you'll know if you do it right when you get home.